Get ready to match the stars from The Price is Right. Bob Barker, Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Riley, Ava Gabor, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Bulifant as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 77. And now here's the star of Match Game 77, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you, friends. So you did the old Reseda High School trick, right? Works every time, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's a beautiful tie on you, darling.
You have very good taste, darling.
I do.
Listen, will you love me in the morning as you do in the afternoon is the main question, because next week, darling, we will be here in the morning, and we devoutly hope those of you who watch in the afternoon will be able to watch in the morning, please. We'll be on beginning next Monday, November 7th, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Midwest and Western Time, following Bob Barker and his company on The Price is Right. They'll be moving a little bit earlier, so they'll be on from 10 to 11, and we'll be on from 11 to 11:30, right?
Right. Bob Barker and his dancing refrigerators.
Right. Now, what do you say we greet Diana Matheson and Susie Mallett? Hi, champ.
Hi, it's fun.
This is our current champ, Diana Matheson, who has an even $9,500. No cents and no odd dollars there. $9,500 even. And Susie Mallett is her challenger now. She's had her first round question matched one celebrity, and Diana will have hers in a moment or so. But right now, we want you to watch this for 1 minute and 4 3/10 seconds. Here we go. You're walking through the shot, Ira. Ira, you walk through the shot. How does that producer got caught? Listen, you blew it. You might as well go all the way now. That's it. Oh. Do you have the feeling that we are in a lunatic asylum?
Yes.
All right, let us carry on now. This is our other round one question for Diana Matheson. Diane said, I don't think I passed my driving test. When I got out of the car, the examiner was blanking. I don't think I passed my driving test. When I got out of the car, the examiner was blanking.
I misspelled that more than usual.
Listen, spelling doesn't count here. We'll figure it out somehow.
Not easy. This one is more difficult.
All right. Well, you'll help us, won't you?
Okay.
Okay. All right, Joyce. There we go. Diane said, I don't think I passed my driving test. When I got out of the car, the examiner was blanking.
Crying.
Crying is a good one. You get a lukewarm response from them, but what do they know? Bob, what do you say?
Incidentally, did I ever tell you that I graduated from Reseda High School?
No. Now listen. Oh, that's...
I was the only male member of the drill team. As a matter of fact.
Now, may I implore the celebrities not to utter those words anymore, because, you see, those high-pierced screams are destroying all of the electronic equipment in the studio, in addition to our eardrums.
What was the answer she would like?
The answer she wants is crying.
There it is.
There
Crying.
it is. Okay. I don't think I passed my driving test. When I got out of the car, the examiner was crying. Hello, sweetheart.
What? I've gone deaf. I can't hear you.
You can't hear. The examiner was...
Huh? All right, you know, I said he was having a bad case of the vapors.
A bad case of the vapors is a good expression. Yes. Shaking. He was shaking. Okay. We got the idea, Charles. That's about a 7 for the acting.
But for my writing, you get the idea too. I said crying.
Crying.
I just missed an epsilon. I just missed
When you do it very quickly.
That's right.
Yeah, I just missed a couple of little things. You don't need that anyway.
Yes, right.
Because this says it very well.
Now, the way it reads to me is G-R-I-N-G, Gring.
Perfect, but it's crying.
Gring,
I told you
crying,
it's
okay.
misspelled.
All right.
But that's
Gring
what
and
it
Barrett.
is.
Yes, Gring and
I
Barrett.
missed a few.
Show us yours, Richard.
Smiling and gringing.
Show us your
It
crying.
would be my pleasure. Sobbing and crying.
Sobbing and crying.
What did they say?
What have you started here? Joyce?
I said that he was running beside the car.
The examiner was running beside the car. All right. That's a safe thing to do with someone at the wheel who's a maniac. So here we go to round 2. Susie, you may have A or B.
A again.
A it is, and this is what it says. Millie said, I just saw the strangest looking pirate. Not only does he have a peg instead of a leg, he has a peg instead of a blank. You don't play that.
I refuse to answer this question.
I don't think you can say that.
No, you can't.
Oh, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. That's the kind of mind and brain.
Yes. Well, you could ruin my all-American middle-aged man image here.
I hope so, Bob. All right. Susie. Billy said, I just saw the strangest looking pirate. Not only does he have a peg instead of a leg, he has a peg instead of a blank.
I think you wanted to look like Pinocchio, a nose.
Nose, very good, Susie. Nose is an excellent response, I would say. Pinocchio.
Gene,
style.
why don't you point out to everyone how often Barker has magged?
Oh, very good. Very good. So that's one for Susie. Shows your nose.
Oh, baby. Let's give her 2.
All
Now,
right. Look at her little nose job.
he's out of hair and teeth. One of them.
Still shaking from the last question. That's all over, Chuck. Okay, so Susie, you now have 4, and we come to Richard Dawson.
Well, I dedicate this answer to 2 people very close to Uncle Bob up there, Dorothy Jo and Mother, and I'll say no.
Oh, good. You got 5. Now, 5 is quite a bit, Susie. Don't expect too much, because a certain person has got to show her answer now. Sometimes she doesn't have the smarts.
Well, I've been very smart, and it's getting tiring. I can't think anymore. I said a head. I just saw this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
What did
peg
you
instead of
say?
a head.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Joyce.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't think of.
All right. So now you've got 5, you've got 3, and when we get back from this commercial, match 2 to tie and 3 to win. Right now, this for you. Here we go. This is the second final round. Diana, it's your question. Remember, 2 to tie and 3 to win. Here we go. You don't play, you don't play. Who else does? And Bob does not play. Brett, Charles, and Joyce. This is for you exclusively.
Right.
Did you hear that Farmer Brown got a new hen from China?
No.
Want to hear about it?
Sure.
Yes.
It's the only hen in the world that lays egg blank. Got a new hen from China. Right.
Gene, while they're busy writing, Ira Scutch, your beloved producer who was so prominent in one of the shots earlier in the show, mentioned that at one time Match Game and Price is Right did very well back-to-back in the afternoon, if you will recall.
Oh, that's right.
So maybe in the morning we will be a happy duo again.
Well, I hope so.
At least I'm happy knowing that Brett is following me.
Well, you've got a big following, and we hope that your following will carry over to
I'm
us,
sure
too.
they will. They'll love your show.
Good. Here we go. Ready? Diana. Farmer Brown got a new hen from China. It's the only hen in the world that lays egg blank.
Egg for young?
Egg for young. We want a little egg foo young here.
Do you know what I did?
What?
I threw egg foo young away. I had it and thought, no, it's egg rolls. I said, I'm sorry.
Egg rolls. Now you must match Charles and Joyce to stay in the game. Diana, Charles, what have you got?
Sorry, dear. I said egg,
Egg rolls, so that means Susie Mallet wins the game. Show us yours, Joyce. Got one egg foo young there. How are you? One right there, if you would please. Well, this lady is very happy. because she's won a lot of money and she's going to put it to good purpose, put it aside, a fund for her children's education. And I think that's wonderful, Diana. You've got $9,500. Congratulations. So here you are. I love you. There it is, Susie Mallet. It's all for you. Now, we polled the studio audience, a big, nice group of people in this very room, just like this bunch we got here tonight. And we said, you write down your best answer to this. Martin Blank. Now, the answer they gave most often will get you $500 if you match it. If you match the second most popular answer, you get $250. And then for matching the third, you get $100. And 3 of our 6 celebrities are going to help you, Susie.
Richard?
Martin Balsam.
Martin Balsam, a wonderful actor.
Ava?
Oh, don't do that.
I don't.
Don't do what, darling?
Martin.
She's thinking.
Yes. Am I ever thinking? Martin Bormann?
Martin Bormann.
Very good. That certainly came from above.
Very, you know, it's one of the few Germans they've not caught. He has a game show in Argentina.
And Joyce?
Is it Martin and Rossi? What is that?
Martini and
Martini and
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do the other one, Joyce.
Martin and Lewis.
Somebody said an
Martin and
idea may
Lewis.
come to you from
I got
on high.
another one, Martin and Lewis.
Martin and Lewis. Okay. Yes.
Martin Sheen.
Martin and Lewis is one, Marty Balsam is another, and Martin Bormann is a third. Now, you think about it carefully, Susie. Choose one of those or reject all 3 and give us one of your own.
Oh, it's either Balsam or Sheen. I can't decide. I'll go with
Balsam or who?
Martin Sheen. He's also an actor. He's cute. Martin Balsam, I'll go
You
with.
want to say Marty Balsam? Okay. You don't think that's it? What do you think? Martin Luther King. Okay, well, let's find out if Marty Balsam is up there anyway. May we see the $100 number? Martin Luther. Okay.
That's the original.
May we see the next one, if you please? Martin Milner. Another actor. We're looking for Marty Balsam here. May we see the big one? Martin Luther King. The audience is right. Gee, I'm sorry, Susie. Well, it was not a total loss because you have won $100 and you are the champ and you are going to play another game. And here comes Susan Wilson. Hello, Susan Wilson.
Hi,
how are
you doing?
you?
Fine.
Good. May we find out where you're from and all that?
Well, I'm from Los Angeles. I go to Cal State Long Beach. I'm a theater arts major, and I graduate in December. And some of my hobbies are horseback riding and swimming.
Yes. Theater arts major.
Yes.
That's a difficult field.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It
you're
is.
a pretty lady, and I'm no doubt you're a gifted one.
Well.
And good luck to you here. I hope you win some money. And we'll start this game right after we do a little business with America. Watch this now. Here we go. Bing. Susan, you may have A or B.
I'll take B, please.
B it is. I have a little riddle for you.
Oh, I haven't read it in a long time.
What's small and green and covered with red spots? The answer? A blank with measles. Something small and green covered with red spots.
What is it? That's very involved.
No, it is a little small green thing
What's
covered with red
small and
spots.
green and covered with red spots? Answer.
A blank with measles. It's very easy. Ready? All right, Susan Wilson. Almost.
Go, baby,
A
go.
little riddle for you, Susan. What's small and green and covered with red spots? And the answer, a blank with measles.
A grasshopper?
A grasshopper?
Yeah.
Are they green?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
All right. I guess some grasshoppers must be green. There are many species.
I
Bob?
must confess that the grasshopper occurred to me, but I thought smaller. A pea.
A pea. Uh-huh. All right. Small
I
and
can
green,
tell you like
covered with red spots. It's caught me by surprise.
Well, I'm glad the Reseda drill team is here. That's all I have a chance to say. I would never have done that if I hadn't been in such serious trouble.
Yes. You get the award for
How
the
do
week.
you know I like Steuben glass?
May we see yours, please?
I always think of myself as a depressed optimist. I think big. I said an Irish elf.
Irish elf?
Yeah,
Okay.
those little green suits on with those damn leaves and everything.
What did you say, Charles?
Did you see my male nurse?
Your male nurse?
She's supposed to help me get to supper later.
I'll help you, Charles.
I said a pea.
A pea, okay. Susan is looking for a grasshopper, small and green, covered with red spots, a grasshopper with measles. What'd you say, Ava?
You know, I'm very next door to it because it's a frog. That's a grasshopper. It's close to a grasshopper.
Now, wait
It's
a
a
minute,
frog.
You can talk from now until doomsday. You'll never convince me that a grasshopper and a frog are one and the same
Very
thing.
close to each other.
Look,
They
come to my
both
dressing room and we'll talk about it for a while, but so far I'm not convinced. Frog. Yeah. A frog with measles is a good response. What do you say, Joyce?
I thought of what it could be.
What?
It could be a seasick Tom Thumb. He'd be green and little,
Right.
but I didn't say that. I said a pea.
A pea. Well, we got a lot of those, and we got a lot of frogs, and that's it. Now we go to Susie Mallett's first round question. Another difficult one. Loretta said, I figured out how that magician makes the chicken disappear. I can see feathers sticking out of his blank. I figured out how the magician makes the chicken disappear. I can see feathers sticking out of his blank.
So can I, and I'm sick of it.
Yes. Did you finish already?
Yes, I should think longer, shouldn't I?
No, you think enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready, Brett?
Okay.
Loretta said I figured out how that magician makes the chicken disappear. I can see feathers sticking out of his blank.
I think he eats it mouth.
Out of his mouth. Mouth. I don't know. That would be a difficult
Feathers
trick.
out of his mouth.
Yeah, that would be difficult to me.
That would be. I did not think this was clever. I did not think it was funny, and it is not. But I thought she would say coat.
Coat? Well, they conceal things in their
They conceal
coats,
things
yeah.
under their coat.
No, it's-
They didn't boo, but
Yeah.
only one applauded.
Yeah.
So at least
I think you're gaining on him, Bob.
very, very gradually. But I'm not going to say you know what.
All right, Brett.
He's not gaining on him. That was a relative out there who
Oh, I
applauded.
see.
Yeah.
It was
No,
Dorothy
I-
Joe is who it was.
I said his house fly.
His
or
house-
his fly. You can call
His
it.
fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christina!
Cut that out. Charles, it's going to be all right,
My
Charles.
male nurse has got black hair. It's receding. He's about 33 years old. Max is his name.
You have a male there?
Yes, he's been wonderful.
He makes me laugh.
Pants.
Susie said mouth. I can figure out how the magician makes a chicken disappear. I see feathers sticking out of his mouth.
This day will go down in history because I got 2-1 right. I said mouse.
You did. No. We book Ava once in a while whenever we think we're going to get a weirdo contestant. Listen, you said...
Mouse.
You said mouse, but you spelled mouth.
Well, because I don't know how to spell the mouse.
Oh, I see.
Mouse.
Mouse. Yes, of course. Well, we'll match it anyway.
It
What the
is
heck?
a mouse. What do you mean you book me when you have a weirdo? The mouse are insulted.
Oh, Ava, I love you. Richard,
Oh, Mum, let this day go quickly, please.
you looking for a male nurse also? You are the
I
male
am
nurse.
the male nurse, yeah. No, I said nothing up my sleeve.
Sleeve is a good answer. Joyce shows another good one.
I'm really worried.
Why?
Well, you said they were both weird.
No. Did I say that?
You sure did.
Yes.
I don't like to show my answer now. I said mouth.
Mouth. All right, so there we are again, around 1-2-0 the score. Now we got this message for you. Join us next time, Match Game 77. Gene Raven, goodbye. Bye.